Good evening and welcome back to Gill Stadium for the second game of a doubleheader for Kyle Heavey. I'm Mike Gonzalez. What do you think, Kyle? We got a nice matchup here with Memorial versus Merrimack, who's 0-5 this year.
Yeah, not a good game all around. Well, not a good season all around for both these Tomahawks and the Crusaders. But hey, we're here to see what's going to go down here between couple teams that have had a tough go of it so far. But with Manny Castro on the plate or on the mound for the Memorial squad, anything can happen.
Yeah, he's a gamer. He's one of the top players in the state for sure. And Garen Brown, the shortstop, will be leading off for Merrimack, and Manny Castro starts out with a high ball call. Doing the plate today will be Jim Walsh, and he calls that ball a little bit high. Comes in with a strike for the second pitch, even it up. Manny Castro had a good performance last time we saw him pitch. Then he hit a pitch count problem.
Yeah, that was a tough go of it last week versus Nashua North. A big loss right there as the game was tied.
Oh, our way, coming right at us.
Right at us.
That's fun, isn't it?
51 degrees at game time. First pitch was at 7:06. A couple minutes behind schedule here. But either way, we're excited to be here for Manchester Public Television.
Yeah, this is fun. Couple games, beautiful day. But Manny Castro with the 1-2 count. Here's the windup. Coming in high fly ball, popped up to the catcher. Should be manageable, but Manny takes over and able to snag it. That looked like it might have hit fair ground if he had not.
I agree with you right there. As Manny obviously had a better vision of it. It was coming in instead of trying to go out, and was able to call off his catcher to make sure that Colin Logue did not get in the way, and we got one out here in the top of the first.
Well, we know they communicate well. A pitcher and a catcher should definitely do that. So they got a nice out to start the game. Here comes Elliot Medlock. Manny able to wheel a strike for the first pitch there. So he's getting ahead of the count.
Would like to go with a complete game tonight. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a must-win for Memorial. I can't see it being a more winnable game with you, which I consider the ace of Memorial pitching, senior leader, and a very beatable team considering they have no wins already.
Well, sent out, just barely missed by Nick Duclos out at second base. Goes all the way out to the outfield. Good hit, though.
Yeah, that was a good hit, and just off the reach of his glove. Coming up will be Ryan Maney, the guy on first, and Manny can't be mad at that. He threw a strike, so here comes the first pitch of the at bat from the stretch this time.
Oh, hits it right up the middle. Sliding Rivera, not able to get it.
Bad singing, bad luck, because either way, that's a double play ball, perhaps. So Merrimack's in business here. Coming to the plate will be Aiden Centrala. Let's see.
Centrala, yes.
I think I got that right.
The catcher himself will be coming up to bat with one out here. And big number 9 hitting in the 4 spot.
So coming from the stretch, going to call timeout, going to go over the signs, You got to be on the same page, Kyle.
Absolutely. You don't want to give something up here. Would love to have a double play ball go through.
Right. They look good in warm-ups, too. So here's the pitch from the windup. Most pitchers aren't that comfortable from the stretch, I mean. So that's a nice swing and a miss. Got him fishing there. So 0-1 count to Centrala, playing catcher for Merrimack.
So this sun is a huge factor right now.
It's up in the air. He should be able to track it down, but it lands. Get a good view of it going right to third. Going to get the force out, perhaps, and he gets the force out. Interesting, Kyle.
Well, an 8-5 put out here for the second out of the inning is not what was written up on the board. But you know what? Whatever works to get the out is
Aiden
wonderful for Memorial.
Aiden doesn't appreciate. He's 0-for-1 right now. So and here comes Keegan Ponder with 2 outs. I mean, Manny will take that in a hurry. So.
Ball gets away though.
Yeah, that is a tough. A lot of duty for Colin Logue today. You can't be. That one's kind of a freebie, but the next one will be a run. So we'll see what happens here. Manny can go from the windup though. Interesting though, if he does have that option.
Well, yeah, exactly. He has no reason to go from the stretch with a runner not really going anywhere. I mean, you could steal home, but most likely not with a batter in the right batter's box.
Ian, off the glove. He's going to recover here. Gets down and gets on it and able to make the scoop at first. What a play. And he gets out of the inning unscathed.
Connor McNally, great job eating that ball up and getting that third out. And
that was great. So after the first top of the inning, Memorial is able to thwart their effort there after having 2 people on. We'll be back after this. Memorial will be hitting in the bottom of the first. So we're back at Gill Stadium here in the bottom of the first inning. Memorial will try to get on the board here. Leading off will be one of the Rivera brothers, Alexis. Starting off, that was a good job getting out of that inning, Kyle. So hopefully they can compound on that effort.
Elliot Medlock doing the pitching duties for the Tomahawks, and we were able to watch him warm up, and looks like he has a decent array of pitches. Obviously his fastball a little wild, but he's definitely got a nice slider.
Well, that's the thing. His fastball is hot and heavy, but it's not. He's even in warm-ups he was having a hard time throwing strikes. So starts off 1-0. I'm sure Memorial kind of was keeping an eye on it too.
First I've seen of this, Jim Walsh warning the Memorial bench to get off the fence.
Ooh, that one's in there for a strike. 1-1, and that had some heat, Kyle. I'm sorry. That had some absolute scorching heat on that one. But, yeah, Memorial has been known for their rowdiness and, participation, so Walsh just nipped it in the bud.
I love it, though. I mean, it brings baseball a very boring sport.
Up the middle, off the pitcher, and in for a hit. Base hit to start the game for Alexis Rivera, and now there's a running threat on the bases.
He's got speed, being a champion runner and everything like that. So
that was a nice hit off the glove of the pitcher. Almost had it, but able to get into the outfield.
Nice job by the catcher to make sure that his mate, and Elliot Medlock is okay. So Aiden Centrella doing a good job. Aiden, again, still such a weird, stat sheet of, getting thrown out. 8-5 out.
Hopefully he's not in contention for a hitting title or something.
I guess in all actuality, it's a fielder's choice.
I mean, it kind of evens out. You get some weak hits too, but unfortunate. So here's Matt Videro running off in the first pitch. Here's the throw down in there easily. Swipe second on the first pitch. Looks like they're going to run, Kyle.
Came close to coming off the bag. He was able to somehow use some stickum on his toe and get that thing stuck on the bag, as the second baseman had the tag on him waiting for him to pop off the base.
Well, he is a track star, Alexa Rivera, so he knows how to get a good jump, So more to contend with for the pitcher here. Medlock off to a 1-1 count.
Videro thought about the bunt.
Yeah, he did.
Pulled it back, and Medlock was able to hit that strike plate.
Well, you have that option. You can offer it or you can pull it back. Looks like he's doing it again. Get some wood on it this time, but it's going to be fouled off 1-2.
Good attempt, but he won't be doing it here unless he's a really sensational bunter.
Or a weak hitter.
Well,
but we know he's not, so he will be probably swinging away. Look for Rivera to get in the head of the pitcher here. Here's the pitch. Wow, that was right by him, and nothing he could do about that. That had some tempo, huh?
Well, very impressed with the warm-ups, and he's aiming to get the win here for the Tomahawks, and that obviously was a big strikeout right there with a runner still in scoring position now with 1 out.
But it gets harder as Manny Castro, one of the top performers in the state, he had third-team All-State last year for an early strike, though. Fastball hitter, he'll be swinging away.
Hey, if he isn't, then there's something wrong with him. Which, from the looks of things,
woo, cranks one to the left on his horse. It's still going. A lot of carry. Having trouble, and it pops out of his glove. Center fielder takes over, and he looks like he's wheeling him home. We're going to have a play at the plate here, and he's in there sliding. Looks like he might have not hit the base.
missed the plate, honestly.
He might want to check that if you're...
I'm waiting to see. That's such an odd...
If they're smart, they'll just keep it quiet. But it looks like it's going to be a run until they throw a pitch anyway. And if it's a stand-up double, I would call that a hard play to make if you're a left fielder, though.
I'm
just kept carrying.
Waiting for something to happen here.
Yeah.
You got Paul Vines in the field with his arm up in the air. And okay, all right. Well, that's it. It's going to be a run.
In the books. So strike one. Once that pitch is done, nothing you can do now. They don't, there is a benefit to being up here too, though.
Certainly, but Interesting to see.
No takebacks now.
No, it counts as a run, so Alexis Rivera will come around and score
Good
on an
job.
RBI double.
Good job by Manny Castro turning on that ball. That thing just kept carrying and carrying.
Again, that wind is been a huge factor. We saw it a lot in the Goffstown versus Central West game before this, and again, that just tough when you.
Ooh, that's a swing and a fly ball in that zone we always see every game.
That's heading towards the Sweeney post.
Yeah, we see that right field foul area a lot, and it is interesting. Manager Matt D'Ambrosio was just like sending him home no matter what. I don't think he had any hesitation on that. You got to take your runs.
He hit it at a good 300 feet, so.
Here comes the pitch, and he's able to get the outside benefit there. He didn't like it, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
gives Welsh a shot, like a shot in the eyes right there. But hey, it's an out, and now they know though. That's information.
That's drops the bat, just not happy at all with that call for strike number 3, the second strikeout of the inning. Taken off.
Ooh.
Ball gets away.
He's coming home.
He's heading home.
We have a play, and he's going to bake it. No problem. Looks like that ball just trickled away, walked away like a bad prom date or something.
Well, Manny Castro will be celebrating that lack of prom date here and take a 2-0 lead.
That's what they want. It seems a little easier to score sometimes against different teams, Scores are definitely a premium for Memorial this year, though. Wow, he is just humming it in there. That was a good strike call. But, to go back on your point, after striking out, Rivera, you got to be careful because it doesn't look like Jim Welsh is taking any flack today.
No, to know that he's already had something to say to the bench for the Crusaders, and now
you can keep that in mind. Maybe he hit a speed bump too hard and spilled his coffee or something.
Never like wasting the caffeine.
That was just down the line, about 4 feet to the right of the base, so that'll bring up a 2-1 count here with 2 outs, and Memorial is having a good inning so far.
Start the lead early. It's kind of nice to see. Memorial has scored some runs this year, just has not gotten a win.
Nasty pitch. That'll be a K in the books, and that was as good as it gets right there. So after one full inning here at Gill Stadium for Kyle Heavey, I'm Mike Gonzalez. We'll be back for the second right after this. So here we go again. We're back for the second inning here at Gill Stadium. For Kyle Heavey, I'm Mike Gonzalez. And Memorial just grabbed a 2-0 lead. So we'll see what Luca Cabell can do here. Manny coming right in there with a strike. So
Luca playing in center field. He's had a busy day so far out there with having to make some plays.
Really, he did a great job recovering that mishap on left field. So
Manny Castro appreciated it. It helps his batting average.
Oh, for sure, in RBIs. So he's also wheeling here with an 0-2 count. Ooh, almost got him the fish on that. Jim Welsh calls it an inside ball. Lucky it didn't hit him.
It really was a very inside pitch, and it's not near the happy man zone right there. So
No.
I'm glad he got out of the way of that. And now Manny trying to go to the outside just didn't get it.
Not yet a man, not yet a boy. It's a weird age. So we got a 2-2 count here with no outs. Manny's pitching here, and wow, coming at us again. He seems effortlessly throwing it. He kind of throws it like nonchalant, but it still gets there.
Well, again, we got to keep him below the pitch count so we can go the full game today. That was a pretty good first inning with some good defense, but now
3-2 count here. You're able to get by. Sometimes you get that strike call if you catch it, but you're not getting it if it gets by you.
No, not at all.
So it's motorcycle season, everybody. Got a 3-2 count here. Up in the air and right in the gap. That might be 2 if they don't hurry up. It might be 3.
Oh, it's going.
Good job closing on it. He's going to get to the cutoff. He fumbles it around a little bit. Got to get that cutoff, and it's going to be a stand-up triple here to lead the inning off for Cabell.
It should have been a stand-up, but he decided to slide. And I mean, you can't go wrong when you can slide 10 feet like you do here at Gill Stadium. But big triple right there for Luca Cabell.
Yeah, that was a big one. And, Merrimack's back in business, and we have Jack Woods up. Coming from Memorial. Looks like a call-up from maybe JV or something because he wasn't on the roster.
No, it was surprising to see that, Mr. Woods here. He was going to be Tiger in my eyes if we didn't get his first name. But we were able to get Jack's name and, strike one to him.
That was a nice one. I was going to go with the actor James Woods.
James Woods. Okay. Can't go wrong with James Woods.
It's
as
always
well.
good to see someone get called up too from JV. That's the goal, you know. You're not just pinch running; you're actually starting out. So good for him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. So that was a little low. You know, it looks like the strike zone is going to vary a little bit, but
This Tomahawk team only 2 seniors.
Really?
Very young squad.
so that's good. You can build on that. Ooh, Manny wanted that call, and I tend to agree with him on that one, but it's tough up here. It's 3-1 count. This is a big spot for Manny. He's got to come back against Jack Woods here. Able to do that. Takes a step in the wrong direction. You never want to do that.
8 juniors on this Tomahawk squad, which I'm not even sure if Jack Woods is possibly a junior as well. So there could be 9 for all I know.
Here's the pitch, full count, and just able to draw the walk. So now we have a situation where it's 1st and 3rd with the number 8 batter, Shea Collins, playing left today. Had that rough play on that Manny ball. But, you know, this is a big spot for Merrimack here. You think Jack will run here?
It's bound to happen for sure. Whether it's a setup type play.
First pitch. Going all the way down, doing that setup
It
play.
was
Yep.
set up. Yeah, great job over at third base. Not moving at all. Luka playing like Doncic from the Mavericks.
Had some help from the coach, I'm sure. So now they got 2 ducks on the pond. Pitches in a swing and it's tipped, so that's a dead ball. So no worry on the pass ball there.
Manny appreciates that. Sun's starting to set to our west. A beautiful sunset that we'll take a look at when this inning ends.
Yeah, weird transition between sun and night lights. So this is the time you don't want to fly ball in right. Nice pitch, off speed, able to. Did he follow that off? I feel like he followed it.
I was trying to figure this out because no one was really rushing to get it. It was a heck of a swing. Great curveball by Castro.
Yeah, so we're in. Yeah, this is scary. You know, can't let a pass ball up. So I look for a fastball up. Here's the pitch. Able to get him on the strike, and he did get that by him, though. And that is going to go out of a dead ball. That could be trouble for Manchester Memorial here. Perhaps. I'm not sure how that works, but he might send him in from third.
Well, pretty good steal right there, going from first to third on that.
So, an unfortunate.
Great job by Jack Woods to recognize that and just motor around. So
no out either. You know, you get the K, but no out because he advanced to first on the pass ball.
It doesn't even count as an out because he was able to get to first base. So
Yeah.
it really is an RBI strikeout.
Yeah, it's still a K, but still a 0 on the board there. That's frustrating.
That's such a weird spot. I don't even know how to mark this. I'm not going to lie, Michael.
Just put a K and
But
RBI.
it doesn't count as an out.
Yeah. So I guess that's how you can beat a strikeout record, right? He's off
Could
first
you
pitch,
imagine
throwing
that?
down, and his same play is called, and obviously Merrimack's onto them. So this isn't ideal for Memorial right now.
No, this is a tough go of things. With
Bottom
now,
of the lineup, too. You don't expect that. The kind of triple to start the inning, too, you know. But they earned it, and here they are. Manny's going to come back. Here's the pitch. Another foul off the catcher. He's going to have a couple bruises tonight.
Cody Booth, one of the seniors here for the Tomahawk squad, up to bat here, with the other being Mike Morin, who is an outfielder, catcher, and pitcher. Not seeing him so far in the game, but we'll see what happens later on.
Manny able to get a nice curveball there. So it's 0-2 here from the windup. I feel like he's more comfortable from the windup. Here's the pitch. Right down Main Street. But
Well, it needed to go down Broadway instead of Main Street, and unfortunately that went for a ball.
that was a ball, so it's 1-2. You know, you just got to keep on trucking. Ooh, the umpire saved his hind right there because it hit the ump's leg. That was going right towards our way. But got a little luck on that one, so it's 2-2. And this is big. Memorial is having the infield kind of in, but not at the corners.
Well, you got to make sure you get a clean throw home if the ball is grounded somewhere in the infield. You want to be able to at least get an out here and save a run.
Here's the big pitch right here, able to get the strike called, though you'd never know it because it was a little delayed, but I had to assume that was a nice K. Backwards K for Manny. He's fighting his way back here.
Well, it's his first K of the day. Well, actually, his second K, I suppose. But looking at excuse me, that was that was the first K. As I was
Well, he struck him
rereading.
out, but
Yeah,
it didn't count as an out.
I couldn't figure out what to actually call that, but
It's a K. It goes in the books of the K. At least playing MLB The Show, from my experience, it counts.
second inning and Garrett Brown or Garen Brown up to bat for the second time in the game already.
Yeah, he was popped up last at bat. Manny got him on a nice pitch, and he seems like he's coming a little short today. A lot of balls coming, getting saved by their catcher there, Logue.
Well, we are having a quick timeout here as coach comes out to make sure that his star pitcher can figure things out. As it seems like he's just either not really feeling it with this cold weather or just is off by a little bit. Again, the lead run at second base.
I can tell you the situation exactly. There's tiers in pitch counts. He's probably telling him, do you feel good? Should I leave you in the game and burn you for this game? Or should I take you out and save you for another time? He said, Coach, I want to play. So now he's kind of committed to him for the rest of the game. I bet you that's where he's checking in on him. How do you feel?
Impressive to hear that. Michael, the psychic reader. But a 2-0 count is not where he wants to be at all right now.
No, he's a little, he's just getting his composure. He steps off, and there's nothing wrong with that. So here's the pitch, 2-0 count, 1 out, 2 on, and unfortunately that's a ball 3. So he is having a little bit of command problems this inning.
First base is fully available and vacant.
And we've noticed that Memorial's bullpen is, having their woes this year, so they do want Manny to go as long as possible.
Ball gets away, hits off,
Boy.
and able to come around and score the second pass ball for the inning has allowed the Tomahawks to tie up this game, Michael.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They've had a couple, that one off the umpire's leg was supposed to be by him too, so there's still a guy on third. Look for them to steal first pitch right off the bat. I think they should try to throw him out personally, because they got to stop him from doing that.
Well, now the pitcher, Elliot Medlock, would love to be able to help the cause and get the lead back here.
He is 1 for 1 today, and looking to go for two for two, help his cause. You're right. First pitch, he's off, and no throw. Good job blocking the ball again. Must have had about 6 of those already.
Well, Shea Collins now at third base and Garen Booth at second base.
So 2 on. Infields go back. Just going for an out here. Here's the pitch. In there, and good call by the coach, but it still gets by him, and Merrimack's in business. They're going to round. They're going to stop him. And he had almost a decent play at it, but give credit to Merrimack right now.
Able to get 3 here so far in the inning, and still only 1 out, and runners at the corners.
And racking up that count. That pitch count is getting high. Memorial started out a good start, but kudos to Merrimack looking for their first victory. They feel like this is a very winnable game as well.
Well, now, again, Elliot Medlock already has 2 singles and 3 Ks.
This would be
and now it's stolen base.
Yeah, so Ryan Manny also has a single today. He's up at looking for a 2 for 2 performance, and he's got the same situation, second and third. It seems like second and third every time. Here's the pitch from the windup. 1-0. It's up in the air. He's got a track on it, and he's going to have to make a play. Here comes Rivera. He's kind of throwing. Here's the play at the plate, and he's going to be in there pretty easily. Throw to third. Get the tag down just late. So it looks like Merrimack will get the RBI on that, and a guy on third with 2 outs. Good play by Rivera, though.
Sack fly still puts the business in hand for the Tomahawks.
That's
as
the
they
case.
now double up.
Got to hit the
Crusaders.
cutoff on that, because if he hits the cutoff, Kyle, he's standing on second, not third, But good catch at least.
It's a lot going on in this inning here, and still Tomahawks trying to go bat around here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, trying to help that cause is Centrala, who, roped that single to center, but unfortunately got the force out, so it was a fielder's choice. And he smokes one in the gap here on his horse at the right field. It gets it in, and that's another RBI for Merrimack, going up 5-2. All of a sudden, That was quick 5-2 comeback there. So Manny Castro's
You got to remember, 2 pass balls allowed the score to run, a sac fly, and right there, a nice single. And doing the little things to make things work for the Tomahawks, something that they haven't done all season long. But, tonight's a new night, and right now, things are just looking out for them.
watch out for Centrala today because, he's getting good wood on the bat. But here comes Ponder. He grounded out last at bat. They were able to get him on that. But Manny Castro has to come back here, and there it is right away with a strike down the middle. Fastball. You can hear that pop.
Yeah, 0 for 1 so far for Ponder on the day, but anything can happen. All he needs to do is...
He's off on the pitch. Here comes the throw to second, way off track, and that'll get by. Good backing up at short. So Merrimack ain't afraid to run, are they?
No, I don't know if they did some scouting on Memorial before this, or they just trust their speed and agility. I'm not really sure which one it is, but so far so good right now for the Tomahawks.
Here's the pitch, 0-2. Got him on swing and a miss on an outside pitch. Good job getting out of that, and that'll retire the Merrimack Tomahawks, but not without getting 5 runs. And after 1.5, we'll be back for the bottom of the second. Memorial's turn getting up. Here from Gill Stadium for Kyle Heavey, I'm Mike Gonzalez. We'll be right back. Back at Gill Stadium for Kyle Heavey, I'm Mike Gonzalez. And the Crusaders, after getting 2 runs last inning, will be up at bat in the bottom of the second. Leading off will be Isaiah Sulis. Kyle, what do you think? Big inning for Merrimack.
Well, at the same time, a big inning for the Crusaders is possible here. With
Absolutely.
Big Isaiah Sulis up here, who is the DH batting for Connor McNelly.
Now, Elliot Medlock is firing at all cylinders. That was a little outside, but man, is he firing it in there. Here's the pitch from the windup, 1-1 count. Coming in hard in the strike zone. Walsh calls it a strike, 1-2. He's humming it, is he not?
I mean, definitely a little bit more speed than what the Crusaders are ready for.
For sure. Here's the pitch, another one right on the outside, able to get the ball call. So evened up at 2-2. That was close.
Very close. I give Isaiah credit. He did not bite on it.
Here's the 2-2, right down the middle, in the glove, and that'll be a K. Looking good so far is Medlock.
Giving up those 2 runs, obviously the top part of the lineup is pretty good for the Crusaders. It's the bottom half here that we're at right now. That's kind of tough, but we'll see what Colin Lowe can do here.
Yeah, let's see what Colin Lowe can do.
Takes a strike, though.
Yeah. And he's hammering the zone and a lot of tempo. And as the temperature cools down, that gets more and more effective.
Yeah, the lights have come on. The sun has gone down.
Yeah, he's way behind it. 0-2 here. I mean, if he can just throw strikes with this velocity, he should be able to. Look at that.
I mean, 3 pitches,
efficient.
3 strikes.
Very efficient.
Look at that. Round. So all 5 outs have been by strikeout so far, Michael.
I see that. 5 Ks already in only, 5 outs. You're right. So he's on pace for what? Was that 21?
You are correct.
Ooh, just off the plate there. Oh, it was a strike. So, boy, it's
Alex Rodriguez, who's playing out in left field, the batter.
It's just crazy. That was a ball. Okay, he's just firing away though, getting all strikes. He's really picked up the pace. So here's the pitch, 1-1. We'll see what Rodriguez can do here. Striking that snap of that glove it's like a Slim Jim out there.
And Aiden Centrella is just getting him the ball fast. They are. I mean, you might as well call timeout if you're Alex to just slow things down.
I mean, see you later. Nope. Okay. 2-2 count, or I thought it was 2-2. Have to talk to our scoreboard guy.
Yeah, I thought it was 2-2. And, well, the only ones that can see it are the people here. So the people at home.
Swing and a miss, and obviously we were wrong.
We were wrong.
Talk to the scoreboard guy and give him a Kyle point.
Props to you, Andrew Arndt.
Full count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. right down the middle, and that is another backwards K and an add up another K. That's 6 today for the game, and that was pretty obvious.
Well, I mean, we'll
I mean, he's firing.
head to the third inning here, Michael. I'll let you take us a break.
Absolutely. So after 2, quick inning for Memorial. We'll be back after this for the third. So we are back at Gill Stadium for Kyle Heavey. I'm Mike Gonzalez. Merrimack coming up in the top of the third, and they made quick work of Memorial that inning.
Well, I mean, this is a interesting design here of a game, as this is the top, second time up to bat, second inning in a row that Luca Cabell has gotten up to bat.
Yeah, and Manny Castro, after struggling with a little bit of command problems, going down on the count again. So we'll see what...
As we've seen throughout this season, this is probably, about our 9th game that we've done this year, and if you can get ahead in the count, it's just much easier for you to be the pitcher. And 1-1 still.
It seems like the umpire will kind of go with that rhythm too. You know, as we saw last inning, it was pretty efficient. So 1-2, that's a good start.
Manny and Colin in a little bit of a little bit slower pace than what we've seen from the Tomahawks.
Coming our way, gonna get out of play here, and
Hits the roof. I heard that.
I've seen a bunch of balls come our way. So it's 2-2. This is a big at bat here. Underrated how important this is to get this out. So see what he does. He has pitch.
Woo!
Yeah,
Luca.
shaving a haircut coming our way, coming right at you. So it gets out of the way. Good job.
Paul Mitchell Hair Salon up in Hooksett would be proud of that close call.
Oh, for real. So it's Shelley on Elm coming at me.
Luca, who's able to get a triple last inning and was able to score on a pass ball, would love to be able to get on base again.
That's true. And with Woods waiting on deck, here's the pitch. Full count coming in. Able to pop another one up. So a lot of action on this roof. So
I'm not sure if he can hear us. He seems to be hitting the ball aimed at our way, Michael.
It's a good at bat, though. I mean, we were talking about pitch count earlier. This is a good way to do it. This is his 8th pitch of the at bat so far. So here's the number 9th pitch. High and a good at bat to draw the walk, Kyle.
Can't go wrong with someone that's going to put in a lot of effort. And Luca on base for the second consecutive inning. And we'll see what type of speed he has. Obviously, with a triple, he was able to run around the base paths pretty easily last time. And now he's going to make his way to third the hard way.
I'm sure he'll be stealing here with Jack Woods up. And that's what they do. They've been running all game. Here he goes. Good jump. Way off. And not even close is able to get the bag.
Ooh, little slidey slide. Almost went too far for Luca.
Yeah, you can put a little grease on those pants.
You run, you slide, you take a chance, and take a dive. Remember that?
Are you doing water country?
What slip and slide.
Okay, here's the pitch. 1-0. Even it out. Curveball. Didn't even see that coming, huh, Jack?
Well, Jack was able to walk last inning and scored also on a pass ball, so he's been on base once.
Yes, he's having a good call-up game. So, guy on second, no outs, 1-1, kind of toying with him a little bit. And, we saw that last game, getting in the head of the pitcher. It's kind of a nice tactic to draw balls,
Uses a lot of legs with his swing. You can see how far down he is.
He's dancing.
Look at this.
Got him.
In a
got to throw it,
little
though.
pick. Oh, no.
Able
He's
to get
able
back.
to slide back.
Oh, he's got to throw it. Yeah, unfortunately, no harm, no foul on that. So
Didn't move up. Wasn't thrown out. It's
he's got some fancy feet. Watch what he does here. He looks like a fawn.
just trying to get that milk. Ball outside.
I mean, he almost like a little bug on the water. You know what I mean? Like a water bug. But here's the pitch. Looking to get some action here. 2-1. Yeah, he's a little flustered. He looks like he's leaving it up. If I'm coach, I'm considering getting someone warmed up. But that doesn't always work out for them either,
Someone is out in the bullpen. We see a shirt on to keep him warm, so we don't have a number as much as our binoculars work. Outside pitch.
Another walk for Jack Woods. So doing a good job getting on base is Jack Woods. And right now, Shea Collins is up. He was struck out last at bat. So looking to do the same as Manny Castro, this is not what they want. They do not want Merrimack to get any momentum again.
You really don't want to put up another 5 spot for, let the Tomahawks score 5 here. And still runners at first and second with no outs. Obviously, you got Shea on his last time up, but he was able to get on base after that ball got away.
Here's the pitch, looking to bunt. Offers didn't get it down, and Logue will eat the ball, but 0-1, and you can expect the same here, I would assume. It seems like that part of the lineup where you would lay one down to advance the runners.
Absolutely.
Here's the pitch. Swinging away and turns on one, but it's going to be foul. But, boy, that has some pop onto it.
That landed in the bullpen
for that would have been a unfortunate.
The Crusaders.
Yes.
For the Tomahawks.
So, long strike here. Manny Castro from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Got him on a tip ball, but caught by Collin. Good job on that effort by the catcher there. Able to save an out right there.
Collin's not pleased with himself. Second consecutive inning with a strikeout. And, he try his luck next inning.
So here comes
Cody Booth.
Cody Booth, who was K'd out looking. Here's the runners. Both are off. Here's the throw. Ryan time, but it pops out. And instead of getting the ball, he does a gesture.
He reacted. He definitely was.
But then he said, I got to get this ball, and he did. So good job on that.
That was like oh, no. I can't believe I didn't catch that. It should have been an out.
Oh, he was hosed for sure. Unfortunately for Memorial.
He was hosed like a muddy dog right there.
He really was.
Tough to see. Luca moving up to third. Jack Woods to second. And it feels like deja vu in some ways after last inning to see what's going to happen here.
He was hosed like a thatchy garden.
Sometimes what does the trick.
Here you go. So Manny Castro leaves it up, and that is a sign of fatigue when you're leaving the ball high like that because you're not releasing the point. You release points too early. And he's steps off. You can see a little bit of frustration on his face, it seems like. Because, he did have the out. He had the guy picked off, and he had him thrown out. And he's still standing there being a pest.
Beautiful, slow strike right there. Just had him.
You know what I mean, though?
Watching it like a silent movie.
You know what I mean? He had him picked off and thrown out on a steal, and he's still standing there. So that is frustrating. Extra zip on that one. Able to get the strike. Ooh, it's fouled off, unfortunately, for Memorial. Collin Logue wasn't able to hang on to that one. So, some glove problems are leading to second chances for Merrimack here.
I mean, what can you do?
What can you do?
It's the infield is playing in now, ready to throw home and get the out if need be.
I'm saying another curveball here would be efficient. We'll see. Here's the pitch. Able to come right back at us again and just extending that pitch count.
Good job calling that out as you had a feeling what was going to happen, and boom.
So I would say, this is one of the more important at-bats. Here's the pitch from the windup. Able to foul it off again. Kudos to you, Mr. Booth. Staying alive like Travolta. Just doing his thing, and here we go. It's like number 6 pitch of this at-bat. So he's had some long at-bats today.
Well, I mean, the Village People did have an Indian in it, and it looks like,
Ooh, swing and a miss, pass ball. Go get it.
I think it was fouled off.
Oh, was it?
No,
really?
No one was running. No one was kind of moving at all.
Did not even see that, Maybe if my window was open, I would have heard it. Just kidding. I'm over here now. Inside joke. So 1-2 count.
Because we are inside.
Yeah. 1-2. Here's the pitch from the windup. Able to get one right past him, but it's a little high on the call. Jim Welsh says that's too high, so he lives to see another pitch and keep those count rolling. So big
now
pitch
2-2.
Yep. On the delivery, tries to curve and inside, and now he extends the count to full count. And again, Cody Booth having a great at bat here.
I mean, if he gets a ball 4, that's 3 walks in the inning.
Oh, our way, right at us again. We must have like 7 balls on this roof.
We'll
But
open the door between innings and see what we got up here.
they usually send up a crew of people to go get it. So it's not on us. Full count. Again, here's the pitch. Able to follow off another pitch. We're talking 10 pitch at bat. You know, in the pros, big leagues, if you get a 10 pitch at bat, I think you get a bonus. I really do.
Well, unfortunately, no bonuses here.
No.
Zach Johnston, I know he's been a big guy on the bench here, getting in his fresh.
Ooh, another foul ball. That's 6 foul balls this at bat.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Cody Booth, I'm going to have to give a Kyle point to him.
You have to. You have. He's if he can get on base here, this would be an exceptional effort here.
For real. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Should be handled. Who knows, though, with these lights right under it and able to get it in. Looks him back to third. No action. Into Manny Castro for the second out. That was a big, big out.
Nick Duclos, nice job. He barely even had to take a half a step to his right there to be able to get that.
He'll get tons of props, high fives all around for Cody Booth. Great at bat. I've never seen anything at this level like that. So, unfortunately, Garen Brown's up. You know, he's leadoff pitcher. He's pretty good, so he's got to watch out for him.
Leadoff hitter.
Yeah, leadoff hitter. That's what I meant. He was able to get him to pop up the first at bat, and, here we go. So he gets ahead of him 0-1.
He walked in the second.
Up the middle. Manny gets a glove on it. He's
Huge.
just going to take it all the way underhand. And they're out of the inning with no damage. So we'll see what Memorial can do coming into the third. Good job getting out of that. For Kyle Heavey, I'm Mike Gonzalez. We'll see you after this. So after getting out of the inning, Memorial will bat here in the bottom of the third. But unfortunately, Elliot Medlock is absolutely on fire. If this was Sesame Street, the letter of the day would be K.
6 strikeouts so far in through 2 innings is a pretty impressive feat right here. Memorial was able to get those first 2 runs and go up 2-0. But again, Tomahawks up 5-2 right now.
Hammers a strike in there and going for a 6K in a row. The last 5 Memorial batters have all gone down by the way of K.
All 6. This
In a row, though, consecutively. This would be
Woo!
right at you. Yeah.
Okay. Nick, a hockey player, obviously is used to fly balls, but, it's... Oh, I see what you're saying now. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm
So,
saying,
yes,
like-
the last 5 outs have been strike. You know what? This is why you're a sane man right there.
Yeah, so, that is a little scary coming at you. It'll lead to something like that. So when you swing protectively, a little high cheese never hurt you as long as it doesn't hit the guy,
High cheese, THC.
So 1 and 2, and there you go. There's another K in the books for Medlock, and now he has 7 strikeouts for the game so far, Kyle. Pretty impressive.
Duclos is he will try to figure that out his next time up to bat, and now at least we'll see the top of the lineup here with Alexis Rivera, who had a single to start off the hitting for the Crusaders.
Right, we saw him warm up. We knew he was impressive. We also saw him get a single. We saw Manny get a double, so we didn't think this was coming at all. So, but he did. So, little miscommunication. Going to go out and talk to the pitcher about it. I got to say that, it's very important that Centrala and Medlock are on the same page because you don't want to get hit in the neck by a fastball.
It kind of just it's a Friday. It's right before school vacation week. You don't want to start off injured on your next 9 days off.
No. So, calling timeout, getting his wits, doing the same. Anything you can do, I can do better, he says. So,
Mind games.
yeah.
Little things right there.
Wow. There is no let up in his pitching right now. He's absolutely firing away, and any noise Memorial is making just kind of stops right there. So here we go with another pitch, and Rivera's down 0-1. Here's this delivery. Able to get a ball call. Looks like Walsh is kind of tightening things up a little bit.
It's like putting that belt buckle a little bit tighter on the waistline. It's doing what you can.
Date night. 2-1 count here. Able to not offer at that.
We'll see what Tuesday night brings. It's going to be our free night next week. Well, pending weather. Don't know what the weather has in store for us.
Ooh, in there high and able to get a hitter's count here at 3-1 is Alexis Rivera, looking to compound on some momentum from his single of last at bat.
He would love to score again and make it this.
Ball 4 and able to get on base, and that breaks the strikeout streak at least. So little action on the bases. If Matt Verdero can get some action going and get Castro some runners on base, something can happen here,
Well, it's the second time up to bat, and he was the culprit of the first strikeout here back in the first inning. And, maybe seen something different over the last couple batters here.
Yeah, I mean, for Memorial, they got to try to rack up as many pitches as possible. Merrimack did a great job last inning doing that, and he's a pickoff, not effective. And first base coach gets out there, and he's like, oh, my bad. Because usually he's like, back. So here's the first pitch of the at-bat, and this is a big spot. Memorial has to get something going. Off and right at us, almost at me, almost. And that'll be a strike. He was off on the pitch right there.
It's been 2 years, but I did have a ball come through the window a couple years ago. So
Ooh.
You're in prime real estate right here, Mr. Gonzalez.
I'm absolutely going to make the play when it happens. So 0-1 here. Look for the runner to go again. Back is in time and able to get back before Paul Vines on the bases calls him safe. So,
well, just remember when you do make the play that broken bones do hurt.
Boy, he's coming hard at that pitch. In time and able to swipe the bag. A little off line with the throw, but, man, gets the strike call. That was coming. I don't know what he's pitching, but it's got to be high 80s.
I don't know if he drank a monster before the game or something, but he's definitely bringing that energy in every single pitch that is a fastball.
No one covering him, so able to get a big lead in there with a strike, 1-2 count, and that went right by Verdero. No offer on that one. So interesting. Merrimack isn't even holding on the runner, just slapping gloves. Strike 3, swing and a miss, and Medlock is doing his thing, keeping it rolling. 2 outs to the big man, Manny Castro.
Well, Manny obviously got lucky his first time up the bat with that double with the ball and just not staying in the glove.
Strike 1 right down the middle, and he's just keeping it going. If you're Manny, you got to expect the same thing here. Not many curveballs. I see about a 90-10 ratio here. Calls timeout, gets him off rhythm. That's what you mentioned last inning to do.
Yeah, I thought Alex Rodriguez had a chance to really, get him off his tempo, and didn't do it. And guess what? He struck out. So smart move by Manny, trying to get him off his game a little bit.
Absolutely. See if it works. Here's the pitch. Looked like he wanted to do it again, but it's a little late with the timeout call. So that'll be 0-2, and now Medlock has a pitcher's advantage here because he can do a lot of different options here.
Manny, again, a good hitter.
Good swing, but way too late, and that's another K in the books.
That's 9 on the
That
day.
is 9. Wow.
And you can see him walking off the field with that. Exactly. The confidence is through the roof on the Tomahawk side of the field right now.
Well, through the roof. Some people will go get the balls on the roof after this inning. And I'll tell you what, we're going into the 4th inning, and it better be time to shut them down because Memorial's not looking great right now, in great position. So we'll be right after this, and we'll see what happens. Back at Coach Jim Schubert Field here at Gill Stadium. Pretty sure it's still called that during baseball. But for Kyle Heavey, I'm Mike Gonzalez. We'll see what Merrimack can do. Memorial has a new pitcher here, in Alexis Rivera. So Manny Castro will be done for the day. Pitching will go to shortstop duties. That ball's fouled off.
great attempt there. I just did not really want to pan over. That was a long, long run right there from first base.
Save the energy, Kyle.
Yeah, that's I just could see that it just wasn't going to work out. But either way, a heck of an effort there to try to make that play.
Double header, you got to save your energy for sure. So, new pitcher, new situation. See if Rivera can get some momentum going and help out his team. He's got an 0-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Outside call, and that'll bring up a 1-1 count.
Medlock, who's already been up to bat twice, is 2 for 2, 9 Ks on the day, and has scored a run as an RBI. He's just doing it all right now.
Yeah, he really is. He did. He got a single so far, RBI, and you know what he's doing on the other end. And he's got a nice hitters count here, 2-1. Here comes the pitch from Alexis Rivera. Hit and popped up. That's going to be a play on the ball here. We'll see what happens. Tough play, though, and he just kind of...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That is a tough one right there. Like,
if that's 100... Say that's a stack of hundreds. Is he going to catch it? You got to go for it,
Someone's got to talk right there. And unfortunately, the communication between, Alexis Rivera and Nick Louding.
Here's the grounder to the third, able to scoop it up. Nice play. Here's the throw. Scooping at first, and it looks like he got the play done. Good job on the stretch there to get the out. And that's why he's in there, right?
I mean, got lucky there as that was a interesting call by the field.
Yeah, that would be Paul
Vines. Excuse me, I could not find the information in time.
That's all right. Paul Vines, I think he was out. It was bang bang, But we'll take it. We're not going to argue about that. Here's the pitch on the second at bat here. We're going to have Ryan Maney up, who also has a single, having a good game for himself. So, we're in the heart of the lineup here.
Well, good job by Matt Vadero to be able to throw across the diamond.
Swing and a miss. It seems like the slower velocity is kind of getting to Merrimack right now. Good job by Coach switching up the pitchers because it looks like Manny was kind of reaching the end of his day already.
Look at this.
Yeah, nice pitch again.
Manny 1 for 2 with single and has a sac RBI. His last time up to bat, down in the hole 1-2.
So here's the pitch, 1-2, coming in from the full windup. Ground ball, able to get the...
just does not stay in his glove, and that will go for...
Having glove issues today.
Going to give it an infield single here because that was crushed pretty good.
Vadero having some glove issues. He dropped that ball in the stealing attempt and, want to go to a nice leather craftsmanship, maybe re-web that thing.
I mean, can't go wrong with the Mizuno glove. That's what I usually roll with, or Wilson, too.
I go with the Kango,
Okay.
Wrap it up, put some oil on there, and then sleep with it under your pillow because that's your baby. Nice try trying to pick off the runner. I expect him to run again. He looks like he's about to go. Pitch and fouled back again. A lot of action back here.
A lot of action for sure. And this is the catcher, Aiden Centrella, who got a fielder's choice in the first inning, getting one of his teammates out, and as an RBI single his last time at the bat in the second.
Right. He smoked that first pitch, though. That was the ball in center field where the guy was throwing at it third. So both hits were absolutely crushed. I think he's one of the hottest hitters for Merrimack right now. See what he can do here. Able to get a nice double play, tailor-made. Manny able to get it, but then he kind of loses track of it, and it gets the best of him, and that's going to put another runner on for Merrimack. And we're looking at about 4 or 5 real big missed opportunities in the field for Memorial today.
It's Centrella is going to appreciate that as now there's runners at first and second with only 1 out. And you got number 18 and Keegan Ponder. Ponder's trying to get himself on base. He's had a rough go of it so far.
Yeah, I mean, Manny can kind of put in perspective, what it's like. He made the error, so he can't really get on his teammates for the past errors because that was definitely a ball he should have had. But here we go, trying to fight back. Ground ball, fouled back, and at least he's got a nice pitcher's count, 0-2 here. Merrimack, I wouldn't be surprised if they're running. They definitely were off on that pitch, double steal.
Ponder over 2, grounded out to Manny Castro at the pitcher's spot for the last out in the first. Struck out in the second. And here we are
The pitch
in the fourth.
Ground ball, able to get it. Going to go for one. Safe at second. Safe at first. I don't know. I'm very confused at that. I thought he was going to go for the tag.
He should have gotten the lead runner. I know he was trying to go for the double play, but
you got to be more aware.
At least tag and throw to first. I now instead the bases are loaded with only 1 out.
Because if you notice, they were off on the pitch and he was already at second. So good job by the coach to get out of that. Now that's a little bit of a frustrating. I would even go with annoying.
Luca Cable up to bat now.
We want to see. These kids grow from these mistakes, hopefully. So Memorial's going to bring the infield in. I feel like they can't afford to let any more runs in their mind.
Absolutely not.
So here's the pitch. Swing and absolutely crushed to left. That's going to be trouble. Able to catch it, and he's going to get it in. And it's going to be a stand-up run for Merrimack. Easily comes in to score the 6th run of the game. Good job getting to that ball and left. Good job getting that fly ball out for the batter, too. So kudos.
And good job by the coach to get that sacrifice run in. But, you got to appreciate the fielding work of the right fielder out there, able to come over, snag it, and, Alex Rodriguez doing his thing.
Is our boy Jack Woods here?
Well, Woods is
got on twice for 2 walks, I believe, right?
2 ducks on the pond here for him if he is able to get a hold of one here.
I hate to correct you, Kyle. A duck on the pond would be runners in scoring position. So 1 duck on the pond so far.
1 duck.
1 potential duck.
I appreciate it. I'm not a good hunter.
Yeah, me neither, I did like Duck Hunter, though. That was a good game.
Not a big morning person.
Yeah, right? You can't.
Just not a big morning. Yeah, it's all good.
Here's the pitch. 1-1, 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball coming left field's way. He's got a track on it. He's going to make an effort, and it just gets in that zone where it's so hard to get to. You see hats, you see gloves. It's like a yard sale out there.
It's not. Those are usually Saturday mornings here in the city of Manchester, so we're starting it off early here at Gill Stadium tonight with that yard sale.
Oh, Manny Castro, he's got some nice lettuce, too.
Appreciates a good head of hair, right?
Yeah, it must take a few years to grow that kind of hair, So seems like that's the cool thing to do nowadays.
Props to Nick Duclos. His hair looks pretty good out there, too.
Ooh, gets by him again and having more trouble behind the plate is Colin Logue. Wonder if fatigue's setting in at the catcher's position because frustration, fatigue, it can all set in. But no harm, no foul yet. And, Kyle, we have 2 ducks on the pond right now.
Quack, quack.
So we'll see if, coach's decision to put Rivera in pays off here with a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
A lot of 2s up on the board.
In his head, it looked like he was going to try to swipe home on that,
He had a chance.
Willie Mace Hayes style.
Wesley Snipes would be proud if that's what happened there.
Runners will be off on the pitch here. Full count. And he's got the delivery. Pop up. He's got to make a play on this. Pitcher calls him off, and he gets the play done. Great job. Needed it. Would you say he needed that?
Alexis Rivera able to come in, only allow 1 run.
Center fielder, too, That helps.
It helps to have long legs to be able to make some strides like that.
He's the center fielder, gets to pop up, gets to catch, and that'll do it for Merrimack. Memorial lets up 1 more run, so it's 6-2 going in the bottom of the 4th. Big moment as looks like Rivera, Loading, and Sulis will be at bat for Memorial after this.
Elliot Medlock still in command for the Merrimack Tomahawks here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we'll see what the Crusaders can do. They had a 2-0 lead. They've allowed 6 runs to come across for the Tomahawks, now leading this game by a score of 6-2. Crushed first hit. Goes into foul territory. Any chance here? No, it's way off right there. Kyle Evie, Michael Gonzalez for Manchester Public Television. Glad to be with you on this Friday night. The sun has gone down. The lights are on full blast here. The temperatures have been dropping so far, and we are trying to keep the heat here at Gill Stadium on this Friday evening here. Temps 47 degrees on this April 21st. And now we have a 0-2 count here. Big spot to be in. Xander Rivera striking out in the first inning. This is his second time up to bat. And he crushes one up the middle. And look at that. Some energy right here for the Crusaders with a leadoff single here. And Crusaders got to get things going. They would love to be able to get Medlock out of this game and get to the Memorial bullpen. Or excuse me, yeah, Merrimack bullpen. Now up to bat, number 2, Nick Lotting, who also struck out. And moving up 90 feet is Xander. Ball 1. And coming back with the strike, Elliott says, all right, I'll give you that base, but I'm going to deal with the batter now. Isaiah Sulis on deck. A bad swing right there. A lot of energy still from the Memorial bench trying to get them back into this game. Ball up high. Count goes to 2-2. Been a dominant performance so far from Medlock. And now a little ground ball taken to throw across the diamond is in time for out number 1. Does not move the runner up. A clean play by the shortstop, able to make that work out. And now 1 out here for Isaiah Sulis. Who struck out to start the second inning. The shortstop on that play, able to cleanly Garen Brown. Thrown across to Ryan Maney. First out, non-strikeout right there. So that's a win in some ways, as you can say it. Sulis, a big swing. Read it properly, but fortunately goes for a strike. 1-1 count. And strike number 2. Outside. Makes it a 2-2 count. Memorial doing a good job making them actually work this inning. Xander Rivera at second base, looking to be another run for the Crusaders. And a big swing and another K for Medlock and another K for Sulis. And now it'll be number 9 doing the trick here. We'll see what they can do to try to get some new blood in this game. Takes a look back a second. Now the pitch. Barely misses outside. Try to get that number in a little bit. Ben Malu up to bat here. Finally found out who the new batter is. Wondering if there's some sort of connection between pitcher-catcher as Malu comes in for the catching of Colin Logue. Watches the ball go by. It was a 3-0 count, so there was a reason why he did not swing at it. And trying to get that free walk to first. And lets another one go by. Now in a tough spot here. Alex Rodriguez on deck if they can get to him. Full count, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Inside pitch, and he will take a walk to first as Xander Rivera moves up. So we'll be runners at the corners for Alex Rodriguez, who would love to be able to put the bat on the ball and get a single here to bring in one of the runs. But again, 2 outs here, and, you can only hope that things can work out for the Crusaders' way. Call the strike here. Looking to just barely misses and moving up. Melu on second base now, so 2 ducks in the pond.
2 ducks in the pond, that's right. And this is Memorial's chance. They got 1 run in, and he's going to get way down the line there.
Ball up high, so 2-1 count.
Looks like Memorial's able to get the bat on the ball a little bit this inning.
Well, they were able to get at least a hit here, a single. Xander Rivera at third base. Takes a huge lead.
Yeah, and it might be in the head of the pitcher, you don't see that often.
Well, now it's a 3-1 count. Only 1 strikeout so far. And he is able to hit that strike zone. So, again, second batter in a row for a 3-2 count.
You can get a lot out of that, when you're halfway down the line. Any kind, not even a pass ball, but any ball in the dirt you can potentially score on. But they'll be off on the pitch here.
Centrana doing a great job on the catching spot. You haven't really seen any balls go past him today.
Yeah, he has.
Or Centrella, excuse me. Ooh. Ball 4.
Nope.
Oh, no, strike 3.
Gets the call. And
oh,
paint
boy. There. I saw it differently from up here.
Some words being said between the teams there.
Yeah, I mean, this is
You didn't like that that effort on going down the line, I think.
Boy, well, that's going to do it for the inning. And Memorial leaves 2 runners on base. And we head to the top of the 5th inning. Memorial down to Merrimack, 6-2. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy back with more after this.
Here we are back in the action here again, top of the 5th inning. We got Collins starting up. Shea Collins with a couple strikeouts for the game. And, this is a big inning for Rivera. He managed to get by with just 1 run. A lot of action, though. Got lucky there. So he starts off with a 1-1 count here. And Memorial able to kind of make a run at it last inning. But unfortunately,
hey, they got their first out non-strikeout. That's a win in itself, in my opinion.
You got to break the seal.
Well,
makes him kind of an offer at it, able to check his swing, and he will go to the umpire on the bases. Paul Vine says no, he did not go. So that'll be a 2-1 count here. Rivera from the windup will wheel and deal here. Here comes the pitch. Slow changeup up on the roof, and that'll be yet another ball hit above us here. So it'll be 2-2 count, and I can't stress how important this is to get them to no runs here going into the bottom of the 5th because they're running out of time here with a dominant pitcher.
Collins has struck out twice but was able to get to first and score on that pass ball way back in the 2nd inning.
Yes, that is a confusing play.
Very, very confusing.
But we got a full count here, and it looks like Rivera will try to come back here. Here's the pitch, full count. In the middle, fly ball on his horses, the right fielder should have that. Gloves it down for 1 out, and good job fighting the lights on that. I know you like to see 2 hands on that, Kyle.
I'm a big 2-hand fan, and, man, just like eating a Whopper, you need 2 hands usually to play. And unfortunately, he did not feel like he needed 2 hands. And then what else can you do when you have the
as long as you
confidence level out there to make that play?
As long as you get your knee on the wheel steering for you, you can do that.
Well, that's another fun thing.
Here's the pitch, 1 out, swing, and he likes the high one, Hard to lay off the high one.
He saw it, he wanted it.
Like Kit from League of Their Own.
Going back to that.
So here comes a 0-1 pitch. More fastballs and gets the outside call from umpire Jim Walsh.
Caden Berube is the now new right fielder out there. I was trying to figure out who number 11 was, and Caden Berube.
Strike three, and that's another backwards K. Good job fighting back, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered for Memorial.
You know, 2 quick outs like that. It hasn't been a clean inning in a couple innings here for Memorial, and they would love to be able to go 1, 2, 3.
So after a long at-bat, Cody Booth last time, a real short at-bat this time, gets the K. So here comes the top of the order, and Garen Brown.
Garen Brown's grounded out to the pitcher his last time up the bat.
And as long as Rivera can go from the windup, he seems very effective. It's when he has to go into the stretch where things get a little difficult. But as long as no one's on, he can wheel. So it's 1-1 here. That's an outside pitch.
4th time up the bat for Garen Brown. He's popped up to the pitcher, walked, scored a run, and grounded back to the pitcher his last time at bat.
Fly ball to left. It's one of those tweeners. He lets it drop. That's a solid base hit right there.
Not much Alex Rodriguez could do. It
Yeah.
was just a clean single right there.
Thought it might carry a little more, but it was just a solid Pete Rose type of single right there. So we got a guy on, and you know what they're going to do. You know for a fact that Garen Brown's going to try to take second here.
Well, Melu, the catcher now, see if his arm strength is a little bit more than what they're seeing from Colin Logue.
Here comes the pitcher, Elliot Medlock, trying to help his cause again. Runner's off, and not off. So Memorial jumped the gun on that one, saying they're going at the same time in unison, but that's all right. And maybe just trying to get a gauge for him here. So 0-1 pitch, takes a look at him, tries to keep him honest there. Not much of a contention there, though.
Gotta love the honesty.
Yeah, got to keep him honest though, and a runner can really get in the head of a pitcher. There he goes this time, swing and a miss, throw down, way in there, no problem. Feels like he could steal that bag 10 out of 10 times.
I don't know. He might get tired after the 8th time.
Possibly, but I still think he beat that by a long ways. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes again here. Merrimack has proven they will run. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he's off the third. There he goes again.
He did not take off.
Wow, he faked me out again.
You got to watch this a little bit closer there.
Well, he sprinted towards third and then hit the brakes real quick. So good job. No inertia when you're running, though.
Well, I'm no science experiment, but I did pass high school physics and everything like that to understand what you're talking about here.
Just not A&P, correct?
Oh, absolutely. A&P was my nightmare.
Here's the pitch, 2-2. And he is off, and he crushes one right towards my car, and we'll see what happens there. That is a domski right through the goalpost field goal, but it is foul, and that was absolutely smoked.
Well, it was just a bit foul, but give it at least a nice 305 over the fence when it needs to go 312.
He turned on that like a swimming one-legged duck.
It felt like he turned it on like my washing machine.
All over the head in 3-2. Just a quick little duck out of the way, and he's unscathed. So, got to be aware of the runner here. 3-2 count from the stretch. Here we go. Big pitch. Ball high. And I don't know what's going on, but this runner has got some fortitude out there.
He's certainly making things fun for the Tomahawks. Absolutely nightmarish for the Crusaders. But, again, he's only singled and moved up 90 feet to second base. And he's been dancing like he's Saturday Night Fever right here.
He is. I would call Terminex.
It's only Friday.
Terminex, get some pest control out there because he's in the head of Rivera, and it's 0-1 here. Able to get the strike call from Walsh. He turns on that, and that's in one of those balls where you just never know. Got a good track on it, able to catch it and get the final out. So good job by Memorial, not letting up any runs after a couple men on base. So it's do or die time. Not really, but it's getting there. And Memorial's got their bats coming up, trying to make a run at this 6-2 game. But unfortunately for them, they still got to deal with the pitcher Medlock. So after this, we'll be right back.
Nick Duclos leads us off here, the 9-1-2 part of the lineup for the Memorial Crusaders, down 4 runs here. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy fouled back for the first pitch. Michael, what a performance here by this Tomahawk pitcher.
I didn't see it coming. I mean, I didn't see the gaudy numbers he's putting up coming, that's for sure.
11 Ks so far and has Duclos in the hole 0-2.
I mean, this is like playing RBI baseball against Clemens. You know, he's just very dominant. Good job following that off, but, you know, there's no lapse in his performance whatsoever.
I think Memorial needs to take more timeouts. He just gets the ball. Look at it. He's ready to go.
He is.
He's in the windup.
Yeah, he wanted
trying to get a check right there by the catcher. No way. He did not go around. But, that's a good catcher right there from Aiden Centrella, able to say, hey, you know what? Let's check it out.
No one writes checks anymore, Kyle. Good job getting the ball.
Look at this.
Safe. Ooh.
Oh, he is thrown out. Vine says otherwise.
I mean, I guess so.
Well, that's the second straight inning that the shortstop has had to make an out here.
We got a little bit of a contention here. I wouldn't say heated argument, but it's warming up.
It's lukewarm water.
I feel like they make baseball hats with lids so that way it separates the faces.
Well, getting on base twice so far, Alexis Rivera, the new pitcher, and he sends a first pitch way out towards Maple Street. Oh, takes a weird hit right there.
Yeah. If you're a pitcher, you want that ball. You get a nice little dent in it.
That definitely smoked a pole out in the that sounded wrong, but that's not what I meant to.
0-1 count here with one out to Rivera.
Right out there towards the bullpen. Rivera, who's been able to score the first run of the game, and now he sends one out there. The shortstop trying to make a play. The throw across is not in time.
Tough play. I mean,
for the third time in this ball game, Rivera stands on first base.
That was a good effort, but I mean, I don't see anybody making that throw. Do you?
No, absolutely not. It was pretty deep in the hole. I don't even think Derek Jeter could have made a play like that. But great effort there by Garen Brown. And
Memorial's in business, and good job getting on base 3 times for Rivera. Off for second. Ooh, nice throw.
Oof. Took a weird hop.
He had him.
That off his helmets or what was? I don't know if I kind of had camera issues for a moment there.
I'm very impressed by the catcher Contrella. You know, hitting, fielding, like you mentioned, he's a backstop back there. Good arm too, but
that makes first base open with just one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Boy, you could see he was kind of leaning there.
It's getting heated too. You can see the body language, the emotions, and
again,
Medlock is fired up.
Caden Berube has come in for Matt Valero.
Watch Medlock's body language. He's so fired up. There's a lot of smack talking right now.
And this is why we don't always keep the microphone out there anymore, as it gets a little too rated R in some ways.
A little bit. Seems to be the way of teenagers, though, you know?
We appreciate a good baseball game, but the smack talk sometimes is not needed.
Nice offer in there for a strike, though.
Or makes the count go full. Berube very up towards the plate in the batter's box. Not much room. Ball 4, and that allows Rivera to move up to third base.
And big man's up.
Kind of a weird slip right there. It seems like as the night goes late, it's kind of getting a little bit more dew in the air with this time of year.
Last year, Manny Castro was able to nod out third all-state honors. That means all the coaches really appreciate what he can do and looking to make first team this year.
Well, now, quick talk right here. A double play would end the inning with one out.
They're deep, too. Look at their infield. Way back on the outskirts of the dirt.
Ball gets low. this. Finally, after 4 innings not being able to score.
And they're talking smack big time. Look at Medlock. He's a little flustered. I don't know. He throws pretty hard. I wouldn't want to upset him.
Well, able to move up is Berube now at second base in scoring position for Manny. And we have a 6-3 game now.
We're heating up here.
And that makes a 2-0 count here. Oh, excuse me, 1-1. I didn't realize that first pitch was called a strike.
Medlock is very in tuned right now.
That's the word to use for sure. Kind of slipping and falling on the mound here. It's kind of interesting to see.
Jim Welsh is just cool as a cucumber right now, making that ball call.
Oh, sent into center field.
It's going to
drop down. Will they send him? No, they're going to be smart and keep him at third base. Again, runners at the corners. And
if there were 2
single
outs
right there.
If there are 2 outs, perhaps you send him, but you don't want to run into an out when you have a little bit something brewing here, you know. Besides, a pass ball could get that job done. Looks like Memorial is actually kind of getting in the head of Medlock here a little bit. He's not as efficient. He's off again, no throw. Uncontested steal right there. And that creates what? 2 ducks on the pond.
Absolutely. Xander Rivera, after that single, able to move up.
Memorial is just all over it.
Smoke coming across from Sweeney Post. It smells quite nice in the air.
Sounds like a UFC fight right now. There's a lot of testosterone going on.
A lot of Conor McGregors out there right now. We've got a quick timeout called. Excuse me. Manny Castro is the one at second base. I was ahead of myself. As now we have Xander at bat.
Xander's been a victim of the K so far today, adding to the total of Medlock. Whoa, just under it, and that'll be one of those balls.
Woo!
Almost there.
Well.
Just another ball right at us. Must have a magnet on us today. So 2-2 here. This is a big spot. Biggest spot of the game so far.
1 out, though.
Back to the windup, too.
Ooh. Popped up back our way. That's going to land on top of the dugout. They'll get that ball back.
You know, Memorial's bench, I heard someone say, you're on it, you're on it. He's absolutely right. The more pitches you get, the more on it you are. You see it all the time. Expect some. I mean, he hasn't been really going to the curve much, has he?
No, it's been fastball through the first 4 innings, and now here we are in the 5th.
Oh, just under it. That should be no problem.
Woo, you say no problem, but coming close to having an issue as the third baseman, but was able to field that ball.
Yeah, he'd like that one back. He feels like, you know, he had good timing on that, and he actually put a good swing on it, but unfortunately just got under it and led to the out.
Keegan Ponder was able to make that catch at third base, and now we'll see.
Be Nick loading here. I mean, they're trying.
Nick's had a tough go of it so far in this day, having grounded out and striking out 0 for 2.
Yeah, he's having issues with the mound, isn't he?
I have noticed that throughout the this inning.
You can get some dirt caught on the key. He needs a file to like scoop it out. Ooh, that's just a nice pitch. A no doubter.
No doubter right there. Looking to get in.
Oh, a little extra on that one, like a tennis serve.
Serena Williams did win a lot of majors, making that same sound.
Not quite that sound. That's a big sound. Ooh, see you later.
Strike
and he's
3,
fired up.
and look at that.
Yeah.
Makes a sort of gesture towards
just,
the bench.
If you're wearing red, he's talking at you.
And wow.
Even made a comment to the coach right there. He's fired up. Good job getting back and getting another K. How many Ks is that, Kyle?
That is at least 13 right there.
Wow.
And we'll
That's a number.
head to the 6th inning. One run does come around for Memorial, but they are still doubled down, leading behind 6-3. Memorial will be with their bats after this. Aiden Centrella able to lead off the Tomahawks here in the top of the 6th inning, leading this 6th game 6-3. And quick timeout here as the quick break between the coach and the batter here to figure things out, as leading us back in the pitching for the Crusaders is Alexis Rivera.
I'm very impressed by Centrella. I love his overall game. Good arm, good backstop, good hitter.
Inside pitch. I do have a couple updates, score updates for you, Michael, as we are heading towards the 9 o'clock hour here on this Friday night. The Celtics behind in Game 3 of the game between the Atlanta Hawks. Right now behind 6 points, 94-88. Still another 14 minutes to go in that game. And the Boston Bruins up 2-0 with 11:29 remaining in the second period. So
that's good to see.
I trust the Celtics can figure things out in the fourth quarter. But
a little surprised to see Boston Bruins lose that game by that margin. But
4 goals in the third period will not help you win at all. And, wow, a 4-pitch walk right there. And Centrella will
stood there like someone hit pause on his body.
It was weird. It was like he was what was that mannequin thing a couple years ago? Remember that?
Yeah, or Small Wonder when she used to freeze time with her fingers. But we got a guy on first.
The mannequin
here.
challenge is what I was thinking about.
Oh.
You know, can't go wrong with the.
I just got on TikTok, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm new, but I'm all in.
Well, I mean, there's all challenges every single year. There's a Red Sox challenge this year. I don't know if you've seen this. 9 innings, 9 hot dogs, and 9 drinks. So imagine doing that as, that's a lot of carbs in one sitting. But either way.
Yeah, it is.
Keegan Ponder, who was able to make one of those outs last inning, up to bat now.
It's also about $400.
Oh, depends on what you get to drink, I suppose. Well, Keegan's had a tough go of it. Didn't get on bases last time up due to a error, but has struck out and grounded out to the pitcher.
He's off and running. Here's the throw. He's got it. Nice. Wow.
Oh, goes out to center field.
He kind of just lays on him.
And now
he popped him up. Like, that seems a little chippy there. You know, you kind of.
Wow.
Well, you don't want someone's, manness on your head, so you get him off you, and but he didn't have to pop up so hard. So it seems to be this game is getting a little bit of friction to it.
Paul Vines kind of making sure that things get settled here.
Memorial, no stranger to contention.
Oh, it looks like we
getting some warnings here.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. Who knows if he tries to steal third, what might go down?
I mean, Medlock looks fired up. It would be a little obvious if there was some retaliation at this point. That's why they warned the benches. They warned each team. This is where you get into the no-nonsense zone. So you can get thrown out of the game for something that you don't feel you should have, but you've been warned.
Ponder fouls that back, so now it goes to a 2-2 count.
I mean, it was interesting the way he kind of popped them off, and it was interesting how he kind of just laid on them too. So, but we're moving on. You know, that's what Vines wants. That's what Vines will get.
And also Walsh wants.
We don't. Oh, another one coming our way, but
this is lands on the roof above us.
This is important that Memorial, if they do want to make a run at this, that they get out of this situation here.
Looking over at our boy in the score, Andrew Arndt. Look at a good sunburn on his legs right there. Someone's been enjoying a little bit of time away from baseball in the sun. And that will do it for Keegan Ponder, who strikes out for out number 1.
Yes, shout out Andrew.
Yeah, doing a good job up there, doing the PA announcing for the Memorial baseball team games here.
Playing some nice music. We can't hear it, but when I went down, you can hear the music blaring. So good job multitasking.
DJ AA.
Oh, here we go.
Sent out into center field, but under it cleanly And that will do it for out number 2.
That's what they needed. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This is so crucial that they get out of this inning here unscathed.
Well,
there is a pitcher warming up for Merrimack. I wonder if they're going to make some kind of switch.
If so, it'd be a heck of a day for
It could be big
Medlock.
for Medlock's just down there playing pepper with himself in the dugout.
Still plenty of time in this game for Memorial to come back. And now sent out into center field again.
Yeah,
Oh, no! It
come
drops
on.
out of his glove and able to come around from second to score. And a clapping hand on second base. Oh, tough
Yeah.
play.
It's a big oopsie daisy right there.
We've seen a number of those throughout this season.
Not
and
your everyday outfield center fielder with Rivera coming on the pitch. So, that is tough, though. Unfortunately, it seems to be the theme of the season for Manchester.
just expected that to just pop right into the glove, and just unfortunately, Nick Lotting will try to forget about that. As kind of in tough spot right here,
it is.
and Duclos reads it, gets it, and says, "All right, boys. Well, unfortunately, the error right there allows a run to score, and they're down to the last 6 outs for the Memorial Crusaders, down 7-3. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy back with more Memorial versus Merrimack after this."
So here we go. Crunch time here at Gill Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. We have a pitching change. It looks like Medlock will swap positions and go to first base, as we have Ryan Maney coming in to do the pitching honors. So great game from Medlock, wouldn't you say so, with 12 Ks?
I mean, he's definitely in line. He gets a handshake from the Memorial coach right there, as he was just able to come in and is in line for the victory right now. As, man, what a performance right there.
Domination for sure. But right now we have Isaiah Sulis, who's going to start the
12 Ks, the first 9 outs were by a strikeout, and got to be impressed with what's going on here.
got a little conference between the umpire, and maybe he's explaining that, there is no tolerance at this time for any chippiness, because both benches have been worn so far.
Certainly getting tough. I mean, again, bottom of the 6th inning, and Isaiah Sulis, who has struck out twice in the game, 0 for 2, is the first batter up. And, Paul Vines, Jim Walsh, they're discussing things about what's going down. Obviously, when they're not mic'd up, we can't hear everything that they're saying.
I have to say, this is the biggest break for Memorial, because when you have a guy that's striking out 12 people and now he's not pitching, any kind of change is going to be a positive one, because right now they've struggled getting on the board. Had that big first inning and then able to squeak out a run last time, but I will say the enthusiasm's up.
4 hits, 3 walks, and like you said, 12 Ks for Mr. Medlock. And now we have both coaches out here discussing things. And, man, this is not the way things were supposed to go here on this Friday night.
They're discussing that play that involved the catcher, Centrella, who was on second base, and it looks like he kind of popped up with the second baseman, Videro, on. No, that wasn't Videro. That was Duclos, who was on him, and he kind of came up a little aggressive, and the umpires didn't like it, and now they're kind of discussing it because they're pointing towards second base. So I have to assume that's what they are.
Wow. Well, it's kind of a delayed start to the bottom of the 6th inning here. As, Isaiah Sulis is just ready to hit here if he gets the chance to. But, coaches have something to say. Substitutions have been made. And now just kind of waiting to see what exactly.
So I stuck my head out the window, and I could hear them talking. And there's no animosity. They're just explaining that anything else going forward would be a problem, and you get ejected. I heard the word ejected.
Merrimack coach, using a lot of hand gestures of, this isn't wrestling, it's baseball. And, both sides have come to an agreement that we will continue to play ball here on this Friday night as we have hit the 9 o'clock hour, almost 2 hours into this game. And both teams looking to get a win. Both teams needing a win at this rate, too.
See what we'll see what Solis can do against a new pitcher. That long period is not good for a relief pitcher either. But he's able to get a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Coming in pretty fast ball, huh? He's got some velocity too, but unable to hit the strike zone, Kyle.
Big leg kick from Ryan Maney right here as he brings the juice.
Throwback.
Is ball not able to hit. I mean, those are close. All three of them outside.
He's frustrated.
But Sulis is like, all right, well, I'll take a 4-pitch walk. We'll see what this next pitch brings.
And the Memorial bench is howling.
Inside this time, and look at this.
Yeah. Yep. And this is, I guess if this was golf, we'd call it moving day. Like this is moving inning right here. Because this is nearing the end of the game here. And as you mentioned, it's been a long game so far.
Yeah, it's a game against
elapsed time anyway.
A lot of runs have come across the board here as we've had 10 runs altogether.
Here comes Colin Logue. See what he can do. Here's the pitch.
Thought about bunting, held off as
gets that in there for a strike. That's I think he was just kind of offering to see if he could get in the head, but good job fighting back, getting that strike is Maney. From the stretch, nice lead at first. Big kick up high for a ball, 1-1. And it looks like when you have a kick like that, you have more opportunity to get a good jump.
And this is Ben Malu, actually, that is the new catcher and new batter here.
Oh, good. So here's a chance for him, and nice pitch. And Jim Welsh will give him that call on the outside corner. That was close.
He looked down at his third base coach, ready to just yell at like it was, what a bad call he felt like.
Big pitch here. Got him a check swing.
Ooh, I thought he went around. No, all right. Well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Kyle. I think he definitely made an offer at it. I don't know why they're pointing to the umpire. He's straight up right now, but that's standard procedure. So here's a big pitch, 2-2. Memorial looking to get a big push this inning. Keeps him honest over at first. I don't really see a threat of a steal from Sulis, but definitely getting a good lead just in case of some kind of mishap. So big pitch here, 2-2 count. Right down the middle, grounder to short. Able to scoop it onto second. Got the double play, and that is a crippler right there, Kyle. Wow, good play, though.
Ryan Maney is loving his teammates right now to get that big couple punches to his glove in a clapping motion. And now 2 outs here, and it's just the third batter of the inning. And we'll see what Alex Rodriguez can do from the left side of the plate.
I mean, that was like someone put a pin in the Macy's Day Parade floats. Just very deflating.
First double play we've seen in these 2 games here.
Yeah, usually they mess it up somehow, but able to clean it up. 6-4-3 standard.
Rodriguez down on the count, 0-2 now.
Yeah, he's throwing pretty fast. Ooh.
Oh, swing and a miss, and down Rodriguez goes.
That was big.
Maney is getting some love from his teammates. Memorial will have to play some solid defense here to try to keep this a 7-3 game. We have a football score right here from Jim Schubert Field. We'll be back with the 7th inning after this. 9-1-2 here for the Tomahawks as we head to the top of the 7th inning with Alexis Rivera still doing the pitching for Memorial. And we got Cody Booth up to bat here, the senior.
Cody Booth had that long 12-pitch at bat. Succumbed to a strikeout last time, but, he can get on the ball.
0 for 3 on the day and looking like he's going to go 0 for 4 and popping out right there. Look at that 2 hands, Manny Castro. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, good job, buddy. He's still got a little snow cone action on that, so if he had not done that, might have had another repeat performance from what we've seen all season, the ball popping out of gloves like trouble Papa Maddox.
Well, 0 for 4, Cody Booth, the senior, goes on the day, and we'll see what Garen Brown can do.
I mean, that's the start you want. You want that first pitch, first out. Garen Brown's been a little bit of a pester and annoyance towards Memorial. He's had a really good game, and I like his overall game.
Well, hitting it out to center field, their new replacement in Brendan Shipe, who doesn't even go to Memorial. I believe he is homeschooled, able to make that catch for out number 2. So things are going pretty well here, and we'll see the new first baseman, Elliot Medlock, up the bat here.
He's on Memorial today, and he did a good job fighting that sun.
The reflection off that moon sometimes is very difficult.
But Medlock, he's had a game. You know, he's a competitor. He was fired up all game.
Pair of singles.
Ooh,
and now
just under it. Let's see what Shipes. It's Shipes' ball.
Oh boy! Oh, it doesn't. It falls down, and able to get on base is Medlock. Oh boy!
So the way that's supposed to go is Shipes supposed to say, "I got it," and he's supposed to back off. But at the last second, it looked like Shipe kind of let him off, you know, and then you don't call someone off and then drop it.
Oh, miscommunication right there between the center and right fielder and Caden Berube. The ball gets out into...
Absolutely crushing right there. So annoying.
Ball will be thrown around, and that allows another run for Merrimack here. They lead it 8-3 now with the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, really. And Medlock made that happen all on his own. I mean, he got the biggest jump I've ever seen and then just took home on an overthrow. So how frustrating is that? All of a sudden, it's a run again. Just like that.
Oh, well, still 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. 0-1 count. And a little ground ball. Let's see if Manny Castro can field this cleanly. The throw across.
Wow.
Beautiful play right there.
Manny Castro with a great play. Great throw to first. Awesome play.
Well, 1 run does come around for the Tomahawks. It is now up to the Crusaders. 3 outs away from the game being over, and they got to get some runs. It'll be 9-1-2 as well for the Crusaders. We'll see what happens. More baseball coverage from Manchester Public Television after this.
Here we are, do or die time, bottom of the 7th inning. We have 9-1-2 for Memorial, and we're going to have to get something going here, Kyle.
Well, Ryan Maney, who just grounded out on a great play by Manny Castro, was looking to get the 6-out relief
Here comes
effort.
Yeah, he's really good. He threw that ball right in there, and he's been dominating so far. That leg kick is awesome. I really like it. It's Karate Kid-like.
We'll see what Nick Duclos can do. Nick has grounded out to shortstop and struck out.
Ooh, that was a nasty deuce. He had him bending, and then it's always nice to get someone looking like that. So 0-2 count to start the inning. Not ideal. Wow, whiz ball, and right by him, round the horn, 1 out. Strike K looking.
Memorial just 2 outs away from giving Merrimack their first victory of the year. Both teams would go to 1-5 on the year, but Alexis Rivera, who's had a great game so far, has gotten on base all 3 times. We'll see if he can do it for the 4th time.
And his pitching relief duty was absolutely incredible. I mean, he stopped everything in motion, but this is a nice also relief duty too. And it's 0-1 now. Never a good sign when Memorial's putting their sweatshirts on and getting ready to pack up, and the game's not over yet.
Yeah, they're looking forward to night number 1 of school vacation.
Oh, yeah, Friday night. But a good pitch right there, and it's going to go to 2-1 here. Jim Welsh has been a little inconsistent today, I think. I hate to say it. Strike 2. Can't really mess that call up, though. That was a perfect pitch.
No, that was a really nice pitch by Maney, and
Maney's really
2-2.
Good. I'm surprised Merrimack's only 0-5 with this pitching.
Now a little ground ball. Let's see. Track star versus first base. Oh, able to make that diving catch.
He's fast. He closed on that one. But great job diving over to make that play. I love the effort. And you got your starting pitcher doing things. And then you got your track star doing things. but we still get 2 outs, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and now
He's fast.
I can't believe what I just watched. That was a
I can't
heck
believe
of a play by Medlock.
Medlock, but I can't believe how fast he got the first. But good job. I mean, Medlock's a gamer, huh?
Absolutely.
I like him a lot.
And now we'll see what Caden Berube can do.
Yeah, he's going to try to get Manny Castro one more at bat here as he's a little frustrated in the batter's box.
Caden was able to walk his last time up the bat and made it all the way to third base, just was not able to score. Ball just.
So that's one of those balls, you know, it's almost like an unwritten rule. If you don't catch it, you don't get the strike.
Correct, yeah.
Because that looked pretty good to me, but it's still 2-1 here. Hitters count, and, you know, if Memorial's going to get something going, they better do it right now. Doesn't look very promising, though.
Not with a 2 strikes on them now, a 2-2 count.
And as it gets colder in the night, that pitch is just so effective. Impossible to hit almost. So see if you can end the game with a K here. Fouled off. Good job. I mean, that's kind of what you want to do when you're coming in relief. Nice feeling. You get a lot of closure that way. You get to do that arm pump.
You got to do it. You got to do it to keep things going.
Here we go. We'll see what happens. And there it is. Tipped into the glove, and that'll be it. And the catcher kind of says, I wasn't trying to be aggressive.
Well, he just was trying to do make things work out here, but for the
Good
Merrimack Tomahawks, they will take the 8-3 victory over the Memorial Crusaders. You got to give the player of the game, obviously, to the pitcher and first baseman in Mr. Medlock himself, Elliot Medlock, 12 Ks.
12 Ks, dominant, good hitting. On the other end, Alexa Rivera would probably be the Memorial guy, but unfortunately you don't get that honor unless you win. But, you know, I'd like to see a 7-game series between these teams because it was kind of fun. You know, both games were actually pretty entertaining. You'd not know it by the scores, but, you know, another one in the books here, Kyle.
Total game time, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Both teams will be in action next week. An 11 a.m. game for Merrimack next week versus Nashua North, while Memorial will play Winnicott on Friday night. We'll be filming that game. Mr. Gonzalez and myself, Kyle Heavey. It's been a pleasure to be with you on this Friday night. Thank you all very much for watching. Again, the final score, Merrimack 8, Memorial 3.